Gotta load this one and then we'll get back to painting. There's just, I'm looking at the details and I'm like, okay, I gotta put in more details to make the pictures, have more energy, so. Yeah, I went and looked at the one with Steve Coulter and Kent Lockhart, and you can look at it on the little picture I got on it. You can see the background of the thing, and there's fans just like in the other one. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to do that instead of just make it black and dark. It just looks that way because it's black and white, but then you can look at the back and you can see the back of this. I can put it in and do the same thing. So I got to do all these little, I got to make more flesh color, white people flesh color, and make the dots, and then the things that look like their bodies and their clothing and stuff. So I got to do a lot of that. A lot of that. I don't have to do it that much on this one with Daniel, because it's in the background. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take and paint the background of the arena and the background videos white, and then probably do the dots and the things, and then I'm gonna paint it kind of gray, put a gray thin coat over it so it looks like the photograph, and or maybe I won't, I don't know, we'll see. I'll look at it and give it a but because it's at an angle where you're looking up and you're only seeing the top stands where they took the camera angle. This one the one with Matt and Ian and Jamario and all that has a bigger scope on the photograph. It's a tighter frame with Daniel. So we'll see. And then Dad's, I'm almost done with Dad's. The other ones are, because Dad's in a with the gym, and it's just, it's got the wall and that's it. It's nice. It's not a lot of not a lot of mess and a lot of noise going on. The rest of them have a lot of mess and noise going on. Last night they had this thing on the news about a lady, Miss Lopez, whose liver is, her body's shutting down, and her family has a prayer group for a donor. So they're literally praying for someone else to die, so they can take pieces of that person's body and put it into their mother's body so she can continue to live. So basically, they're learning how to be like David Rockefeller's family, 7 heart transplants, because he's more important to the world than the people that could have possibly were killed because they were a donor match, because they could check their genetics through the. You gotta understand, David Rockefeller's database of genetic research, was way ahead of yours. Do you understand? When you had access to it, it was probably 20 years after he was already using it. He was a wealthy person involved with espionage to maintain the power structure of the economics of the United States, fighting with the rest of the world to have what they consider their power structure of their region. So you got to understand what you're dealing with. And with me, Suzuki, it's very important that you stay alive. And I'm like, yeah, I understand that I'm important. I'm more important to the world than David Rockefeller or Adolf Hitler or Bill Clinton or Joe Biden or Donald Trump or Benjamin Netanyahu or Vladimir Putin. I understand that I am a more important person to the life of the planet and the people living on it. Right? I understand that. I really understand that. And so, but I also understand that if we don't radically change what we're doing now, that we may not have a planet. That we may fuck things up so much that human beings may not even exist on the planet, but a very small minority of psychopaths, because there could be an asteroidal impact required to eliminate the disease that human beings have become to the planet because of their bad thinking, words, and actions. So I'm the type of person, I don't worry about dying. Okay, because death takes care of itself. It happens. Okay. And I don't worry about living, I just live to the best of my ability. Okay, I appreciate to the best of my ability. But I don't worry about, it's because I'm surrounded by people that do. And they torture and they want you to be in their thoughts. Think like I think. Understand me. Shut up, Oprah, and go away. Do you remember that one where she said, you sit there and yell, here, listen to hear me or whatever. It's like, I hear you. I just need you to shut up because you need to live the Lord's Prayer, then go back to Psalms and Proverbs. And then you don't have to have a lot of people pay attention to you because you don't need the money because it's not real. So why don't you hear me, bitch? You act like Warren Buffett. What the fuck's wrong with you, right? You're funny. There you go. Okay. And so, man, I realize what a special person I am. And I realize just how, even the ones that are, very personalized and because I'm going through hell and I'm just trying to help, even the ones that are not real deep are way better than anything. They're better than that If movie. They're better than the new movie with Scarlett Johansson and Channing Tatum. They're better than the Selma Hayek Channing Tatum movie. The Magic Mike movies. Why would you spend your time? Why would you waste your time watching narcissists do narcissistic things when you could go listen to Earl and say, hey, we should do Lord's Prayer, then back to Psalms and Proverbs and Odelay. Right on. His videos are so beautiful. They're so amazing. That one guy wished the algorithm hadn't showed me this. I was like, me too, because I'm not trying to target you for genocide. The people that are manipulating you as a trained consumer through the algorithm are. So I wish you hadn't seen it either. I wish we were living the Lord's Prayer yesterday and going back to Psalms and Proverbs. So yeah, I wish you hadn't seen it either, dumbass. He had one more in him, like Red Foreman. But man, I'm tired. But that's really sad that people are praying. That one guy who was going to be a doctor and then decided to become a priest because we all want to go to heaven. It's like, you don't go to heaven. No, heaven is never mind. Just don't worry about it. He's going to go to school and it's going to take lots of money, but he's going to become a priest. And then when he's done with his life, he's going to go to heaven. I've got oceanfront property in Arizona, right? So you're like sitting there, what? And as far as the Lopez ladies, praying for someone to die so their mother can take parts of that person's body, which would have had to been healthy, and put it into her unhealthy body to save her unhealthy body from an unhealthy environment. Maybe they should pray, hey, let's all recognize Earl so we have a healthy environment, and then we could possibly use stem cell research used by rich people to save our mother instead of having to kill another person suffering through hell to prolong the life of another person suffering through hell, right? And it's just more logical, right? Logical, Captain. And using the word God incorrectly and then playing God by trying to manage population numbers through manipulation is wrong. We'll manage our own population numbers when we understand better what is necessitated for an eternal life through holy covenants, right? Like Muhammad said, you can't have any more wives and children than you can lovingly care for. Okay, so then you will manage your reproduction sexually because you don't want your children murdering over what they need because you wanted to fuck and make as many kids as you want because you're a wacko Jack Mormon who thought God's going to make a planet for me and then I can repopulate it with all the women of Las Vegas showgirls. Woo-hoo-hoo, you know what I'm saying? They're nuts. Okay. Wackadoodles. Labradoodles, wackadoodles. Surrounded by wackadoodles. But, I was sitting there watching the tennis stuff. And, you get all these people. I'm not jealous. No, I'm not jealous of anybody. And I am right. Cantaloupe parties are way better than the Super Bowl or the NBA Finals. Because I was better than LeBron James or Michael Jordan. I was watching Coco Gauff and these other, and I was watching how these girls hitting towards the backhand and all that. So I was like, wow, they serve real fast. It's like, and Scott could serve faster than those women. And when it went to my backhand, I could bounce over and get over it and never have to use my backhand. Dudes, that's like a super amazing athlete. Okay, do you understand what an amazing... And imagine him on the soccer pitch. Imagine him playing basketball. Imagine him playing football. Okay, that's an amazing athlete. I didn't want to do it because I wanted to live world peace, make love to my wife, enjoy my children, and enjoy a healthy planet. You guys are such fucking assholes. Cristiano Ronaldo, stop yelling at your teammates. Yell at yourself. Hey, I should recognize the Lord in New Mexico and, be a faithful person. Money sucks. Yes, it does. Go ahead and drink the Fanta. Okay.